are my watercolor pens. I'm doing abstract, which is one of my most favorite kind, because you can draw whatever you want without having to worry about messing up.
Ephraim is one of a kind, literally. There has never in recorded history been another person like Ephraim. And statistically, there never will be. He has 3 rare genetic disorders that have never before been seen together in the history of the world.
Ephraim has had numerous medical challenges in his life, and he has a very complex medical routine.
We knew that these weren't going to be issues that he was going to catch up from. These weren't going to be things where he could have a surgery or he could take a medicine and he would be all better. These were challenges he was going to live with for the rest of his life.
Love you.
Love you.
But my husband and I vowed that as long as Ephraim wanted to fight, we would fight right alongside him, and we would dedicate every breath we had to making sure that his life was the very best it could be.
All right, mister. That is done.
Ephraim started in physical therapy by the time he was about 4 months old. So by the time he was 10 months old, he was enrolled in occupational therapy, physical therapy, feeding therapy, developmental early intervention. It was pretty much a full-time job. We were at the therapy clinic 4 or 5 days a week. So when Ephraim was about 4 and a half, we got a call that he had come off the wait list at the equine assisted therapy place in Saddle-Up. We began doing that weekly. We added that to the weekly therapy schedule. We were just checking the boxes. This is yet another therapy.
When Ephraim was first on, his hips and his, upper body, his chest were a little wiggly and wobbly.
He definitely has his lowest muscle tone in his core. He couldn't maintain the position for more than a few minutes.
He would fatigue fast.
But we noticed that he was becoming less and less fatigued at the end of each lesson, and we started being able to stretch out the amount of time that he was on the horse. And that was really exciting to see. He enjoyed it so much. He would come out of lessons just exuberant. It was clear that he had a different attitude towards it than he did PT, OT, feeding therapy. They feel like work. Saddle-Up didn't feel like work to him. It felt like fun. He wasn't aware that there was any therapy taking place.
So you okay?
Yeah,
All right,
just
good.
my tracheotomy.
That's okay, just checking on you.
It does that a bunch.
That's okay.
But usually at night,
Oh,
or when I
gotcha.
do my cough assist,
Yeah.
which also helps,
Yeah.
an inhaler, So I've been at Saddle-Up for, I think now 4 years. I'm great at horses. That's another one of my strong suits.
All right, now let's practice a few times of our 2-point to warm up our legs. Oh, Ephraim, I like your 2-point.
Love horses. And Dumpling, she was the best.
Ephraim, with all his different diagnoses, he is also on the autism spectrum,
That's a way different food.
which a lot of times kids on that spectrum can have challenges with social communication.
This feels like velvet.
But Ephraim kind of leans to the side of that spectrum to where he is very talkative.
I'm learning to code HTML.
Oh, are you?
So that it's fun.
Look who's
Here.
What is that? The first time I met Ephraim, his personality and his demeanor just grabbed me. I said, whatever Ephraim's class is, whatever he's going to be in, I want to be involved. He's a unique one. He's a special one. Thanks so much.
It's such a loving and supporting environment there, and he's just running with it, and it's amazing.
If he's being a little lazy, Ephraim, you can help and give him an extra squeeze in time to walk up.
Walk up. Walk up, Chip. Chip, I said walk up. Horses, silly horse.
Thank you all for joining us for our 2022 Super Show. We have classes number 19, 20, and 21 coming up.
Each year, Saddle Up puts on a program called Super Show, which is essentially a horse show for their participants to compete in. And for months beforehand, the kids work on various skills in the arena that they will be evaluated on during Super Show.
Tuck your tubes in.
I think one of the senses of loss you feel when you realize that you're going to be raising a child with disabilities is that you're not going to get some of those typical parent rites of passage. There's not going to be a first T-ball practice. There's not going to be a first ballet recital.
Entering our indoor arena is Ephraim, rider number 44 on Chip.
Steer.
Watching him at Super Show, I said to somebody amidst just the pride, this must be what typical parents feel like at a T-ball game.
And then we're gonna weave these.
This must be what it is to watch your child hit a home run.
Now T-O-O.
Eileen, now ready?
Try.
Here you go.
And that wasn't an experience that I'd ever had as a parent.
Walk.
And so to get to watch him be independent and succeed in a sport and walk away with that sense of accomplishment was as much a gift to me and to my husband as it was to Ephraim.
I love this place.
Saddle Up is beyond all we could have hoped for.